Hey, what is going on, you guys? It's Eric here, and welcome back to the farm. We're in Hytale again today, guys, and this video is going to be a fun one because I'm going to be going over 5 Hytale mods that I simply just cannot live without. Now, this is a video I've been looking forward to making for a little while now, but because the game has just come out, I wanted to give it at least another day or so before I do it. But I'm ready now to give you my list of all of my favorite mods in the game, or at least some of them. There's so many, probably too many to go through. But all of these are going to be linked in the description down below if you want to go and install them. And also, if you don't know how to install mods in Hytale, I'll have a tutorial linked below as well. So without further ado, let's get started with our first mod. And this is going to be probably the most important one that I have found so far. This is the trash can mod. So this is a very simple and also very self-explanatory mod. In Hytale, there is no way to just simply delete an item that you're not using, and the trash can mod fixes that. All you have to do to get the trash can is go to your normal workbench, and if you go over to the final tab, you'll have the option to make a trash can for 20 iron ingots. Now, when you make the trash can, all you have to do is open it up, and anything you place inside of it will be deleted when you close it. So if you have unwanted junk on you that you don't want to be lumbering around, you just put it in the trash can, close the lid, and when you open it again, the items are gone. Very simple, very easy, and by far the most useful mod I've found yet, and one that I use all the time in this game. Now, the second mod we're going to be talking about, if you couldn't already tell, it's staring you right in the face. This is Macaw's Windows mod, which adds windows and also glass to Hytale. In its current state, vanilla Hytale does not have the option to craft glass. And this is a pretty bizarre decision, or rather just, lack of feature right now. Obviously, the game's in early access, and this mod fixes that. There are many windows you can make in the game, but I don't really have the mod for making fancy decorative looking windows. I have it specifically so that I can make just normal blocks of glass, so I can just see the outside world, right? So all you need in order to make glass is just some sand, and you don't need to take it to a furnace. Instead, just go to your builder's workbench, and you can either make a glass block or you can make a glass pane. So we'll make some glass panes and just show you what these look like, because I've already got the glass blocks, as you can see. So we'll break the glass and we'll replace that with the glass panes, and there you go. They look very cool and very clean. So this is a mod that if you're just trying to make your home feel a little less claustrophobic and dark, you can add these in and get a view of the outside world. As you can see, I can see my farm through here, which is very nice. Or if you prefer the more vanilla Hytale windows, which, aren't made of glass like this, and they're more wooden based, you can take any planks to a builder's workbench, put them in, and just like that, you'll be able to make these softwood, clean, tall windows. And these are pretty cool as well. Not really my style, but you can open them up, which is nice. So a good effort of variety here for your builds. Alright, the third mod in Hytale that I just simply cannot live without right now is the recall beers. So on me right now, I've got the recall beer and the return beer, and there's also another one, so I'll show you those right now. And to get these, all you need to do is go to a chef stove, and you'll see them on the first page. So we have the recall beer, and it says that this is a beer that returns you to your comfortable bed. We've got the return beer that returns you to the last point where teleportation was used. And finally, the surface beer, which takes you up to the surface. Now, what I like about this mod is it incorporates mushrooms into the game and moss in a really meaningful way, giving more use cases to them. So I'm going to make the surface beer here as well, and then I'm going to show you guys how these work. So first of all, starting off with the surface beer, of course, it's pretty self-explanatory how this works. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into our little cave here. And I'm going to go down not too far, but far enough where you would kind of expect to go in a normal mining trip. So let's say that we go all the way down here, and we need to get back up to the surface. So all I'm going to do is drink my surface beer with right click, and when I drink it, it's going to teleport me to the surface. Wherever that cave was down there, I am now above it on the surface, right? Now let's say that I want to get back down there. All I'm going to do now is drink my return beer, and it's going to send me back to where I last teleported from. So now we're back in the cave. But now let's say that we don't just want to go to the surface, we want to go home. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink the recall beer, and it's going to send me back to wherever my bed is in the world, which in our case is right inside of our home. So a very, very nice mod, and one that I found to be extremely useful, but also not too cheaty, right? The beers do have to be crafted, you do have to do some exploration to go ahead and grab them, so a very, very fun mod, and one that I like the way they've incorporated it into the world. Alright, the next mod I'm going to be showing you guys is one which you may or may not need in your personal Hytale experience, but for me, it's one that I like to have because it adds more immersion to the game and just makes it more polished overall. This is called the floating items mod, and what this does is it prevents items from just sinking to the bottom of a body of water when they are dropped or mined. So I'll show you what this looks like right here. I've got some items in my hand, and I am going to throw them onto the base of this water right here, and you will see that they are going to float back up to the top and float on the surface. And similarly, if we were to go underwater and we were to mine some blocks, you'll see that they're going to float right up to the surface where you can go and collect them. Now, I realize that this might not be a mod for everyone in the sense of a must-have, but for me, it just adds more immersion to the game, and it's a mod which, since I turned it on, I was just grateful for having it. It's just one of those no-brainer installs. I know a lot of people don't like to stray too far from vanilla when it comes to installing mods, and they like to stick to more quality of life stuff, and that's exactly what this is, to me at least. And I have no doubt that maybe at some point this is just going to be added to the game as just a regular feature, but until that happens, it's a mod which I'll be running constantly because it's just so useful, especially if you're in co-op and maybe your friend dies underwater or something like that. It's just a really great mod to have, and one that I wanted to showcase. And for the last mod of the video, this is a mod which has been on the whole time, so you've probably already spotted it by now, and you most likely already have it installed in your game too, because it has well over 130,000 downloads. This is called the I Spy mod, and it's basically a debug / informational mod for Hytale, which tells you exactly what you're looking at any time. And you may see this in the top left of my screen, and I'm sure if you haven't noticed it before, you're definitely going to see it now. And essentially what this does is it just tells you what you're looking at. It's extremely simple, but in my opinion, it's a must-have, right? I like to know what I'm looking at, especially in a game where I'm just new to it and I don't know what stuff is. So for example, I'll show you a quick use case of why this mod is so great. So let's say that you are new to Hytale, you're out in the forest and you're just like, hey, I wonder what this tree is over here. Well, the I Spy mod will tell you when you look at the trunk that you're looking at a maple tree, and you instantly know this is maple log. Or for example, it could be something as simple as an enemy. You might want to know how difficult the enemy you're going up against is. So all you have to do is find an enemy, or in this case it could be the humble chick, and it will tell you the health value of the chick. So it'll tell you exactly how much health it has and how strong that foe is. Another thing it's great for is mods. Like for example, we talked about the Windows mod earlier in the video, and if I look at these windows, then it's going to tell me that I am looking at Sketch McCaw's High Windows item. So it's going to tell me what mod that item is from, and it's also going to tell me what item it is. This is also handy if you just see something in the world and you're just unfamiliar with what it is. For example, like if I don't know what kind of fence this is, it tells me it's a redwood fence, so I know that that is the fence I need to make if I want to match this style. And another feature that I haven't talked about with this mod is that it even goes as far as showing you the contents of your chests. So you can see that in this chest here, I've got a bunch of sticks, some torches, and it's going to reflect that. It's going to tell me that this double chest has meat in it, 212 torches, and the UI is pretty small there because it's trying to be quite minimalist, but overall it works. It's going to tell me that this chest is filled with wood, it will tell me that this one has rails and minecarts, and so on, so forth. And as you can see, it is also compatible with other mods, showing that I have the different beers in this chest as well. So that is the last mod that I wanted to show off in this video, and it's one that I have used since day one of Hytale. It is just extremely useful, and I don't see myself ever taking it off unless it's just added to base game as a built-in feature. So there we go, that's going to do it. Those are 5 Hytale mods that I simply cannot live without, and I think if you try them out, you may feel the exact same way. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like on it. We're obviously starting up the second channel specifically for Hytale here. We're trying to go really hard in it, so if you could help out by subbing to the channel and leaving a like on the video, it is greatly appreciated. And if there are any mods you want to see in the next video, please leave some suggestions down below. I'm always looking for new mods to put on. I don't really like stuff that strays too far from vanilla, so try to keep them relatively quality of life, but I do want to hear some suggestions on what I should put in the game next. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, like I said, be sure to leave a like and sub to the channel, and I will check you all in the next one. Take it easy.